this edition of RPPV News. Victory for the Save Arthur's Seat campaign. More political announcements. And you're invited to Dine Smart this month. Hello, I'm Catie Sharp. Welcome to the latest edition of RPPV News, bringing you stories from across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula. The Save Arthur's Seat campaign is celebrating this weekend following the decision by philanthropic charity the Ross Trust to withdraw plans for a controversial quarry on Arthur's Seat. In 2018, the Trust lodged an application to extract stone from 107 acres, the equivalent of 21 MCGs. The proposal has raised concern amongst environmental groups, medical professionals, the local council and state councillors. A petition opposing the quarry gathered over 94,000 signatures. RPPV spoke to a delighted Dr. Mark Fansett, president of the Peninsula Preservation Group.
It's a really weird feeling. It's just consumed our life for 8 years. Basically, on a daily basis, we've been working on this for 8 years, and it seemed like it was going to go on for another at least 2 or 3 years. But no, it's a really weird feeling, a happy feeling. But yes, there's still a bit of work to be done on the site, and we're looking forward to being able to work with the trust in the future direction for the site.
Mornington Peninsula Shire Councillor Despy O'Connor has thrown her hat into the ring as an independent for the upcoming vacant seat of Flinders. With the impending retirement of long-term incumbent Greg Hunt, the seat becomes vulnerable, and Councillor O'Connor told RPPV that she believes she has the qualifications to take it.
And I wouldn't do this if I didn't think I could win it. I'm going to give this absolutely everything, and people who know me and the community who have seen me at work know that I give everything 110%. I've worked hard in the role that I'm in, and I've got out to the community, and they've seen that. And yep, Greg's been there for 20 years, and he's done a lot of work in this community as well. But it's time for a change, and just think it could even be the first female representative for Flinders, because it's never been held by a female, and I don't even think it's changed parties ever in the time that Flinders has been a thing.
Meanwhile, Dunkley MP Peter Murphy says she will stand on her record as she too prepares for the general election, which may be held as early as next March.
What I would hope when people go to vote is that they think about two things. One is the positive policies that I will be championing as part of federal Labor for the future, but also look at how I've conducted myself when I've been the federal member and the effort I have made to be part of the community groups, to be part of the community that I live in and have lived in for many years and love.
Another local personality, Bryony Hutton, has also made the move into politics. The CEO of the Committee for Mornington Peninsula has just won Liberal Party selection for the seat of Hastings. Neil Burgess, who has held the seat for the past 15 years, will not be standing again at the state election next November. Ms Hutton has resigned her CEO role and will concentrate all her energies on winning the now marginal seat. She spoke to RPPV about why she's making the move into politics.
What I do best is bringing people together, and that's how I want to approach this campaign. I think that the electorate broadly is sick and tired of politics. It's been front and centre of our lives for the past 2 years, and as a Liberal, I believe in small government. So what I'd like to do is help bring people together in the electorate of Hastings, not just to politic around the electorate, but to really engage and have discussions with people. And I think hopefully restore some faith that parliamentarians can be trusted and have integrity.
Blairgowrie restaurant Pizza Dough is hosting a fundraising function today from 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. For the past 15 years, the restaurant has been taking part in the annual Dine Smart event run by homeless charity Street Smart Australia. The campaign runs for the whole month of December and encourages diners to add a $2 donation on top of their bill. To date, Pizza Dough has helped raise and distribute almost $45,000 to local homeless charities and projects. This Sunday, the restaurant will be providing food and drinks to everyone who wants to visit them and check out the new and extensive collection of work by Rye artist Peter Innes Anderson. Tickets cost $50 and every cent raised will be donated to Street Smart. If you can't get there today, drop into the restaurant anytime during December and offer your support. In Balnarring, a 100-year-old manna gum tree has been given a reprieve. The tree leans into Balnarring Beach Road and was originally consigned to be removed because of interference with traffic flow. At a Shire meeting in November, councillors voted 6-5 to cut down the tree as the costs of widening or altering the road to protect it were deemed too great. Supporters of the tree claim it forms part of the corridor for koalas on the peninsula and were buoyed by the news that Seawinds councillor Deborah Marr had revived the issue at this week's council meeting. Troubled by last month's decision, Councillor Marr asked that the tree's future be reconsidered across the summer. Following a passionate debate, the motion passed and Councillor Marr told RPPV about her concerns.
It's very important that we have a good look at that area before we start chopping down a tree. It's only one tree, but if we think about chopping down just one tree, how many trees then will be gone? So as I see it, and a lot of people do see it, that this has to be looked at a little bit more. And we know that the outpour of grief when the community heard that this manna gum tree is going to be cut down. So I think we just need to take stock and give a little bit of borrowing time what we're doing.
Frankston's Skybus Stadium will host the opening match of the 2022 AFLW season, with the Saints and Tigers to officially kick off the year under lights on Friday the 7th of January. RPP's Kendra Jewell has the story.
Locked up now, but not for long, as Frankston's Skybus Stadium will kick off the season opener of the 2022 AFLW competition.
I think women's footy is going to just absolutely take off on the peninsula.
On the 7th of January, lights will go on as Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula will host the very first match of the AFLW season, one that will bring women's footy and people across the country back to the Bayside region. The first bounce takes place at Skybus Stadium, where the Tigers and the Saints will go head-to-head, and it'll be under the stadium's new state-of-the-art facilities, including new broadcast lights, which are the best south of the MCG.
And I think they'll find that once we do this production on the 7th of January, 7:15 p.m. start time, it will be something that they'll say, wow, this is just a great venue, and we'll look at doing more AFL women's games at Skybus Stadium. That's what we think will happen. So we're working hard to make sure it's a really great event.
CEO of Frankston Football Club Adrian Lloyd welcomes the match to the Dolphins' home ground and looks forward to a future of more AFLW games taking place at Frankston. Mr. Lloyd said there is a strong emphasis on women's footy at the Dolphins. 4 out of 9 board members are female, and the club has recently worked with Frankston Council to submit an application for a $25 million development for a 2,000-seater grandstand and change rooms for both women and men.
We see the women's footy is just going to absolutely take off. And for our footy club, it just increased the numbers of people, the parents, the partners, the involvement in our footy club just doubled when we got the women's side last year, and it was well supported.
It is no doubt the popularity of women's football has skyrocketed across the country, and with the upcoming AFLW match broadcast live on free-to-air TV, we can expect to see more people flock to the Bayside region to enjoy the sights of Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula.
Might have been in the doldrums for a while, but Frankston is going to be a great venue and destination and the gateway to the Mornington Peninsula and all those beautiful wineries.
First bounce is at 7:15 on the 7th of January. This is Kendra Jewell for RPP News.
And McClelland Sculpture Park and Gallery is hosting the 4x4 exhibition this weekend. The initiative grouped 4 commercial art galleries, each of which will show 4 Victorian-based artists over the weekend in the Sarah and Bayou Maya Education Pavilion. This is an example of a new spirit of collegiality whose purpose is to promote the art industry, which was decimated by the pandemic. And after the break, we go to Nicola with the coming week's weather report.
Everyone knows Australia has 4 big banks. But there's another big bank snapping at their heels. It's been around for over 160 years, has 1.9 million customers nationwide who bank in branch, online or with their mobile app, and is regularly voted one of Australia's most trusted brands. Who is this bank that has everyone's attention? Welcome to Bendigo Bank, the better big bank.
Established in 1988, Progress Science has been servicing the local community for 30 years. Located on the Mornington Peninsula, they are the #1 destination for all your signage needs, specialising in a variety of signage from vehicles to shop fronts, occasional and corporate events, short-term, long-term and everything in between. If it's signs you need, be it large or small, Progress Signs is the place to call. Available 24/7 at progress-signs.com.au or call the team on 5975 9188. Thinking signs? Think Progress Signs, a station sponsor.
Hello, I'm Nicola and welcome to this week's RPP Mornington Peninsula 7-day weather forecast. Today we are at Chelsea on the shoreline of Port Phillip Bay. Well, after a great start to summer, things cool down rather quickly. Let's see if we will see more of the summer in a week to come. Today, Saturday the 11th of December, will bring us a cloudy day with a 10% chance of rain in the afternoon. We should reach a top of 21 and a low of 11. Sunday brings a mostly sunny day with winds easterly 20 to 30 kilometres per hour. We can expect a top of 24 and a low of 11. Monday sees a very sunny day. Summer is back. We can expect a low of 12 and a high of 30. Tuesday will be warm but also cloudy. Expect a low of 13 and a high of 22. Wednesday, the 15th of December, brings another cloudy day with a 40% chance of showers, most likely during the morning. Look for a low of 13 and a high of 21. Thursday will remain partly cloudy. Winds will be southwesterly 15 to 25 kilometres per hour, turning to southeasterly 15 to 20 kilometres during the day. Expect to feel a low of 11 and a high of 20. And finally, Friday sees another partly cloudy day with a 10% chance of showers across the peninsula. We should feel a low of 11 and a top of 26. Let's take a quick look at the fire hazard warning level for this week. Fire danger is low to moderate. The UV index is predicted to reach 10, very high this week, so sun protection is recommended from 9 a.m. to 5:20 p.m. each day. Well, that's all for this week. Enjoy the sun over the next few days, and as we move into a much needed summer period, remember to continue to be kind, patient and understanding with each other. Until next time, take good care.
And now to our surf guru Muzz with the Surf Report.
Hi, it's Muzz back here with this week's Peninsula Surf Report. Not a great week just gone. There was some waves around on Monday, but basically since then there's been sort of wind blowing through everything and ripping into everything. And this next week, probably Sunday into Monday, looks like the best couple of days. Big highs finally going to move in. It's been sitting to the west for a day, a couple of days, and blocked by the low off the east coast. It's producing all the rain up there, so it's going to move. So we should get at least Monday as an offshore day, maybe Tuesday and possibly part of Sunday, but Sunday is probably more likely to be southeast. But there should be some rideable waves on the beaches. The swell's going to drop out a bit, so Monday's probably going to be 2 to 3 foot on the beaches and pretty clean. So then that looks like the tip of the week. The rest of the following week looks pretty similar to what we're going through just now. So, it could change. It's the start of summer. Hasn't been a great start so far, but there has been surf. So hopefully we get in the water and I'll talk to you next week.
And that's all from our team here at RPP News, serving the community with stories that matter to you. Keep watching and do tell your friends. Bringing you the news from coast to coast across Frankston and the Mornington Peninsula, I'm Catie Sharp. See you for the next edition.